Hey everyone, it's Chris, MTGO's Rec Start, and we're going to record a little bit of the round 3 match between Slug360 and mihahitlor. They're both undefeated coming in here. Nagarjuna also undefeated and got paired down. So this likely is for the win, possibly for the playoff if Nagarjuna wins. mihahitlor, as I probably expected him to be coming into this, is playing White Weenie Soldiers. Once Soldiers win, they would come off the underdog event, and then I have no idea what White Weenie archetype mihahitlor would start playing then. But Slug is on Spellshapers, which is pretty interesting. I saw him earlier using this Squee Goblin Nabob in the Spellshapers to try to get basically recurring advantage. He was stalling a board with a Dryad Spellshaper. And Slug's got Miracles in his deck also. I don't know if he has anything in particular to set them up other than the Brainstorm, but I saw Bonfire in round 2 as well as these Temporal Masteries. Oh, Devastation died. Well, I guess he may as well there. Okay, takes care of Hada Freeblade for a turn. I don't see how many counters it had on it, whether that actually did much. Alright, mihahitlor is going to play a Spectral Procession, a card that he commonly employs. I would expect to see Honor of the Pure in this deck as well. Of course, Honor of the Pure and Spectral Procession were paired together pretty early on. I think Honor of the Pure was printed in M10, and I guess that was the very tail end of legality for Lorwyn Shadowmoor block. So for at least a couple of months, those got to see some time together in Standard. But then most of M10's lifespan was Alara Zendikar Standard, where Honor of the Pure was not as dominating a force. Allies did see some fringe play during that period of time. Hada here really just being a soldier who comes in as a 1/2 1-drop. However, he may have some other allies in here. Off the top of my head, can't think of what soldier allies there are. Jaya Ballard gives him a way there to wipe the board if he can get to 7, but he's still quite a ways off of that, and he's at 12 life, so the beats are coming in. He's going to have to start doing something here. He can blow up one of those guys, discarding a Squee, and get it back next turn. That is what he will do. And, ooh, another Spectral Procession. Bonfire would be real nice right now. Bonfire is one of those cards that its expense, I think, has kept it largely out of this event before now, but is a card that I think as soon as it comes down a little bit in price, we're going to see a lot of Bonfires next year when it rotates out in September, because it is in a creature format like Tribal Wars. Bonfire is probably one of the best sweepers available. Obviously, the control decks usually get their card advantage out of Damnations, and here's a Bonfire. Yeah, so we're going to see Bonfire's power right now. Now, I like Spectral Procession, but I know mihahitlor at least at one point had some scrub lands, and I'm a much bigger fan of Lingering Souls. So I'm actually using both in my deck today, which went 2-1. I just wrapped up. It was a advisor deck built around Teysa from the original Ravnica block. If you have a Painter's Servant named to black, all of your little white flying spirit tokens can be sacked to exile a creature with her first ability, and her second ability gives you new guys because they're both white and black, and you can repeat ad infinitum. Had a lot of fun with that. So anyways, what I was saying was Bonfire is what looks like to be, I mean, it's just a big one-sided sweeper, and I think when we see it come down in price, we're going to see a lot of adoption of Bonfire. Brainstorm is pretty highly played to set up Bonfire, but even if you aren't setting it up that way, I think you definitely have some opportunity there. So Jaya Ballard and a Llanowar Mentor down right now. Jaya is going to hang back. Or is he going to... Okay, he's just going to dome mihahitlor at the end of the turn. Because why not? Jaya has basically a red elemental blast, although it doesn't counter blue spells for some reason, as her first ability. And the second one is an Incinerate, and the third one is an Inferno, which is a card from the Dark originally. But I think it was reprinted at some point. Chandra Ablaze, that's not one you see all the time. However, it can work pretty well with Squee, Goblin, Nabob as well. Glad to see Chandra get a little play here. And that Bonfire looks like it really took over the game for Slug. Again, I really expect to see some Bonfire adoption. It hasn't seen any Legacy play, strangely, so I think you will see it come down in price. I don't know if it's being played in Modern. I would easily expect to see 4 or 5 ticket Bonfires, if not even a little less than that, at rotation. So pocket 20 and try to get it. Well, that looks like that was game 3 because Slug was able to take it. So Bonfire takes down the match, and Slug will either have a final against Nagarjuna or will be the champion. We will see what the results show. And thank you for watching.